Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be sitting down and having a casual video just like the old days of YouTube. Nothing is going to be perfect in this video, but I just want to sit down and unbox this crazy package from MAC. I'm sure you guys have seen it on my other social media, but it's a massive box of MAC and I haven't even been able to bring myself to open it, so I figured I would open it with you guys. I am going to apologize for my air conditioner again. It is too hot to sit down and be perfect, so hopefully you guys don't mind. If you like a casual video, then please give this video a thumbs up. Get ready for it to be a long one because I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take. There are a lot of products in here and I kind of want to show you everything. So if you guys want to see what is in my giant box from MAC Cosmetics, then just keep on watching. So here we have it. It's going to be sitting on my lap in this video because it's so huge. I can't really have it in the frame the whole time, so we're just going to go through it. I have shown it already. I showed this in my PR haul, so if you guys haven't seen that and want to check it out, then go ahead and check that out. But I did show you how it has drawers. So I'm basically just going to be taking the products out of the drawers and showing you what shades I got. And yeah, this is kind of a different video for me, but I'm pretty excited to share this with you because I have looked at a couple of the shades, but I definitely don't know all of the shades that are in here. And I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post, but this PR package made me very emotional because MAC is still a very expensive brand for me. I can't just go spend all my money on MAC. Their lipsticks and their products are quite pricey, so it's not like I could ever go drop this amount of money on these lipsticks probably ever. So I am just so grateful that this was sent to me, and it just makes me so happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Okay, so here's the first drawer in this box. It's all lipsticks, and so is the second drawer, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you all of the shades one by one. We got this. So the first shade is a retro matte called All Fired Up. So here's what it looks like. It's kind of like a berry red. It's like a pinkier red, and I really like this color for spring and summer. This is really beautiful. I'm not going to swatch each and every one of them. I'm going to swatch some of them if I know for a fact I'm going to use them, because if not, I will put them into giveaways. Next up is a matte called Antique Velvet. Ooh, this is a brown, and I've told you guys before, I don't have a lot of brown lipsticks. So this is a very beautiful matte brown color. I'm excited to try this one out. I love colors like this, and we're approaching fall, which is my favorite season, so I cannot wait to start wearing deeper lip colors and actually feel like I'm in this season. Okay, so there's a lot of frost in here. They have a lot of new frost lipsticks. So this one is a frost called Bronze Shimmer. So here is Bronze Shimmer. This is so crazy. It would be very pretty for like a goddess look. Next up is a matte called Candy Yum Yum. This is a very popular color. This is like Nicki Minaj lips, like very, very pink. So there it is. This is a classic. This is Candy Yum Yum. Next up is a satin called Captive. Ooh, this is a very pretty dark mauve color. I love this. So there is Captive. I love this berry color. This is beautiful. This reminds me of like back when I did the baddie look. This is like a baddie shade. Ooh, next up, this is a lime green frost. This is called Wild Extract. Is this not the craziest color that you have seen? This is a beautiful shimmery lime green. Not sure how much use I would get out of this. I think I do have someone that would like this though, so I'll probably give it to her. Next up is a matte called Chili. I really like the name. It looks like chili. It's a brick red color. All of a sudden I am hungry, but this is MAC Chili. Next up is a luster called Cockney. This has a very interesting looking sheen to it. It looks like it has golden flecks in it. You guys know I'm crazy too. I'm not touching a lot of these because I want to take pictures of them, so I'm sorry if that's weird. I'm sorry if this is so pointless. If it is, you don't have to watch, but I just think it's fun. So again, this is Cockney. Ooh, this is a backup of one of my favorites. This is a cream sheen called Cream Cup. Cream sheen formula is my favorite. I really like a semi-glossy lipstick. I feel like it hides any dry lips. and this is Cream Cup, which is one of my favorite nudes ever. I will go through this so fast. I'm down to like the nub of mine, and that's when you know that I love a product. So I highly recommend Cream Cup if you guys don't have it already. So there it is. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Next up is a matte called D for Danger. Ooh, another beautiful reddish berry shade. This video is going to be a pain in the butt to edit, you guys. I just realized. Next up is a cream sheen called Dare You. Ooh, this color, it's like the color of my nails right now. Well, no, not really. It's a little bit more of a brick red, but it's a beautiful fall color. I'm so ready for fall. So again, this is Dare You. Okay, the last lipstick in the top row doesn't have a sticker on it. So let's play a game where we guess what color this is. It is a deep burgundy. This might be Diva. I'm not sure. Here's what it looks like. My guess is Diva. What do you guys think it is? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe we can identify her. Kind of matches my nails. And if you guys didn't know, I always leave my nail color in the description box. Nail polish is always something that I love. So if you guys are ever wondering what shade I have on, it's always in the description box of my videos. Next up is another matte called Dream Pot. It's blue. It is a sky blue color. So here is Dream Pot. I really like that MAC is kind of stepping out of the regular shades. I love MAC's regular shades, don't get me wrong, but it's really cool if someone was looking for a shade like this that they can find it at MAC now. Next up is a retro matte called Flat Out Fabulous. This color is so different. Flat Out Fabulous. It's very, very like berry. Kind of reminds me of Barney, but it's a pretty color. I really like it, and I know a lot of people that this would look beautiful on. I don't know if it would look beautiful on me, but there is Flat Out Fabulous. Next up is a frost called Fresh Moroccan. So this is a frosty brown, kind of browny color, really pretty. Next up is a frost in the shade Gel. So I accidentally bumped this one with the cap, but this is another gold. This is more of a champagne gold than a yellowy gold, so it's a little bit lighter than the last one that I was showing you. So I'm going to swatch it. Oh my god. You guys, it's a highlighter in a lipstick. So there it is on my hand. This is Gel. You could totally use this as a highlighter. I don't even care. You could just dab it on the high points, blend it in. Next up is an amplified lipstick called Girl About Town. This is another berry, but this one's a little bit more pinky. So there's Girl About Town. Next up is a matte called Heroine. Ooh, this is a beautiful purple. So a lot of brands have been coming out with matte deep purples like this, but I feel like MAC was one of the first. So I know I'm keeping this, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch this on the back of my hand. A lot of these, you guys, I'm keeping. I just haven't decided yet, so I don't want to go swatching all of them when I know that they might not belong to me in the future. So that right there is Heroine. So next up is another beautiful nude that I know I love. This is a matte, and this is called Honey Love. So here's Honey Love. This is definitely more of a beige nude. It's not so much a pinky nude. Oh, so beautiful. Next up is another amplified lipstick. This one is called Impassioned. Ooh. This is like a hot coral color. So here is Impassioned. Look at that. It's like glowing off the screen. This is a beautiful bright coral. Oh, I love this shade so much. So there is Impassioned. Next up is a matte called In My Fashion. Oh my god, it's a black. I don't have any black regular lipsticks. I might have one from NYX because they sent over another huge package, but I don't have one from MAC. That is beautiful. I'm not touching this because I'm probably going to do a post on this near Halloween because grungy stuff like this is like my alter ego. I love it. So again, this was In My Fashion. Next up is a matte called Instigator. I already own this. This is so gorgeous. It's like the darkest purple that you're going to get from MAC without it being almost black. So Instigator, always been a favorite. Definitely going to give this away, so I'm not going to touch it. There is Instigator. Next up is another matte that I already own, so I will be giving this away. This is called Kinda Sexy. Very popular color with MAC. So this is another beigey nude, but it does have some peach pink undertones to it. So there is Kinda Sexy. And the last lipstick in the top drawer is called Lady Danger. It is also a matte, and this is orange. So there is Lady Danger, again, super, super bright orange color. So the second row is exactly the same. It's 2 more rows of lipsticks, so I'm gonna start going in on these. So the first shade is a matte called Lavender Jade. This is the most purpley purple shade I've ever seen. So here is Lavender Jade, bright, beautiful, like Easter purple. Next up is a satin called Mac Red. This is a classic red. I love this color. I bet this would be so teeth whitening. So here's Mac Red. So next up, this is a very popular shade, but I've never seen it before in person, like myself. This is called Mehr, so M-E-H-R, like meh. And this is a matte. So that looks like my cup of tea. That's beautiful. Next up is an amplified lipstick called Morange. Again, glowing off the screen. If you guys do want to see these colors on me, make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I plan on doing a lot of looks with these colors, especially the crazy ones, so keep an eye out for that. This is a frost called O, and this is a beautiful bronze. So this is O. It reminds me of the brown metallic out of the Ofra Nikki Tutorials collab. So it's nice to have a regular lipstick version. Next up is a frost called CB96, and this is orange. This is beautiful though. This is a very like golden frosty orange. So that is what it looks like. It's like a shimmering Cheeto. So I don't own this shade, but I think that my best friend does. This is a matte called Pink Plaid. So this is a beautiful pinky nude, definitely more on the pinky side. So there's Pink Plaid. Next up is a frost called Soft Hint. This is another sky blue color, but this one is frosty. You guys, I picture content on my Instagram all the time. I might be the weirdest person ever, but I just love photography and I love makeup. So I can picture putting this in front of snow and taking a beautiful like macro picture of it. So again, this is Soft Hint, and you're probably going to see some artsy photos of this around Christmas time. So next up is a frost called Plum Dandy, and I have to swatch this one. It's such a cool color. It's a mauve color, but it has a golden sheen to it. So there is Plum Dandy. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is a mauve color and it completely reflects gold when it's in the light. So beautiful. Next up we have a matte called Really Me. So this is like a mauvey gray color. So here is Really Me. Next up is a very popular shade. It's a satin called Rebel. This is almost as dark as Instigator, but it isn't quite as dark. So it's another deep purple. So there is Rebel again, very similar to my nail color. Next up is another retro matte in the shade Relentlessly Red. So there's what it looks like. Next up is the famous Ruby Woo. I actually bought this for my 10,000 subscriber giveaway, and I never purchased it for myself, so I'm really glad to actually have it for myself now. I debated keeping it, let me tell you, but I wanted to give it away. I wanted the giveaway to be special. So there it is. Next up is a luster called Sea Sheer. This looks like a really nice brick red, but I'm guessing it's a sheer wash of color. Here's what it looks like. Next up is a matte called Sin, and this is like an oxblood color. It might be a little bit brown. So there is Sin. Next up is a frost called Pink You Think. So there it is. If you wanted a frosty Barbie pink, here you have it. Next up is a frost called Spoiled Fabulous, and this is another gold, but this is like shimmery gold. This is like a white gold. So here's what it looks like. Next up is another famous shade called Stone. This is a matte. So there is Stone. Next up is a matte called Taupe, and this is a beautiful brownie nude. So there's Taupe. Next up is another shade that I've heard a lot of hype about. This is a satin called Twig. I really like this. This is like a mauvey nude. So there is Twig. Next up is an amplified lipstick in the shade Vegas Volt. This is another beautiful corally color. So there is Vegas Volt. Next up is one of Kylie Jenner's favorites, I think. This is Whirl. This is a matte, and I don't own this color. So there is Whirl. Next up is a shade that I posted to my Instagram. Everybody wanted me to swatch it, so I will swatch it on camera. This is a frost called On and On, and it's a black frost. So it's like black, blue, multicolored. It's like a galaxy in a lipstick. So here's what the tube looks like. So it definitely comes off like a little bit of a galaxy. It's a little bit more sheer than I was expecting it to be. Here's what it looks like. I don't know if it's even picking up on camera, but it's kind of like a wash of multicolored glitter with a dark purpley black base. And last up from this drawer is a matte called Yash. And this is another beautiful nude color. So there's what it looks like. So the third drawer has liquid lipsticks and also lip liners in it. So I'm going to start with the lipsticks. So the first shade is a retro matte liquid lip color in the shade Dance With Me. And this is a beautiful red color. So this is Dance With Me. Next up is another red. This one is called Fashion Legacy. So there is Fashion Legacy. Next up is like a hot pink shade. This is called To Matte With Love. So there is To Matte With Love. Next up is a berry purple. This one is called Oh Lady. So there is Oh Lady. Next up is my favorite out of all of these that they sent me. This is a burgundy. It matches my nails perfectly, and this is called High Drama. So there is High Drama. Next up is a darker mauve nude. This is called Topped With Brandy. So there is Topped With Brandy. Next up is a pinky nude. This is called Back in Vogue. This is definitely my kind of color. You guys know I love pinky nudes. So there it is, Back in Vogue. Next up is another mauve stone kind of color. This one is called So Me. So there is So Me. This is getting kind of messy. And then an even lighter gray color. This is called Cafe Au Chic. So there it is. And then last up, I have actually worn this one. This is called Burnt Spice. It's a perfect nude color for me, one of my favorites. I wore it as soon as I got this package. It's like a pinky mauve nude. So there is Burnt Spice. So now moving on to the lip liners. So first is Night Moth. It looks like a beautiful fall shade. I'm going to swatch these because I know I'm going to need them. So that is Night Moth. Next up is a nude called Soar. This is a popular lip liner. So there is Soar. Next up is Chicory, which looks like this is like a burnt nude color. I don't even know how to describe it. There is Chicory. Next up looks like a brown called Chestnut. Very fitting name. There is Chestnut. Looks like my brow color. Next up is Whirl lip liner. There is Whirl. Next up is Boldly Bare, another popular nude lip liner. So there's Boldly Bare. Next up is a pinkier color called Edge to Edge. So there's Edge to Edge. Then we have a brick red. This is called Brick. I said that before seeing the name, I promise. There is Brick. Then I can't even see what color this is, but I'm guessing it's a wine color because it's called Vino. There is Vino. And then the last lip liner is Plum. So there is Plum. So lastly, we have a drawer full of lip gloss and a MAC Prep and Prime for your lips. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these shades. This is a version of one of the lipsticks that I got. This is Impassioned in a lip gloss. So there is Impassioned. And I'm sorry if you can hear the rain on my air conditioner, as if my air conditioner was not bad enough. Next up is a purple without a name. So we're going to play a guessing game again. Do you guys know what color this is? Because I don't. There it is, swatched. Nice and pigmented. Don't know the name though. Next up is a light pink called Pink Nuveo. I don't know that word. I feel dumb right now. But I'm not going to swatch this because this is not my kind of shade. I will definitely be giving this away. There it is. Next up is a shade that is so teeth yellowing. I just have to say it. My best friend had this color. Neither of us ever wore it. It's called Saint Germain. It just made our teeth look so yellow. So this is the gloss version. Here is Saint Germain. Next up is a shimmery one that I'm kind of excited to try. This is called Cultured. It's like a shimmery pinky nude color. There it is. I feel like it would give you that perfect, like, plump, glossy, wet lip look. Next up is the perfect pinky nude. This is called Candy Box. So that is Candy Box. Oh my god, they accidentally sent two. I have two candy boxes, so I'll be giving one away. Next up is a beautiful pinky coral called Pink Lemonade. So there's Pink Lemonade. It's definitely like your milky coral color. I really like it. Next up we have a concealer shade. Oh, it's Myth. Of course it's Myth. This is a very, very nude gloss. So that's Myth. And then lastly, we have a really cool shade, but again, it doesn't have a name on it. It's like a shimmery black color, I think. It might be purple. So I have no idea what color that is, but it literally looks like I accidentally got oil on me from my car. Alright you guys, so that was everything out of this amazing, generous PR box from MAC. Thank you so much to MAC for considering me for this, for sending this to me. It really did just make my day completely, and I'm just overwhelmed by it. It's so amazing and it's just so fun. I literally feel like I've been blessed on Christmas, and I hope that you guys know that I am in no way, shape, or form trying to brag about this. This is something that you guys really requested on my PR haul. You really wanted to see what was inside here, so I hope that you guys like this video. I'm honestly amazed. I'm very humbled that MAC would send this to me. It's mind-blowing. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up for me. If you want me to be more casual, if you want to see different types of videos on my channel, then let me know down in the comments below. I really just feel like I have a different level of relationship with you guys. It's not just professional. So hopefully I will be able to bring that out more on my channel. I like being professional. I like having the clean-cut edited videos. They're always going to be there, but some of my videos, I just want to sit down and talk to you guys. So if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe if you have not already, and I have no idea how long this video was. I hope it wasn't too awful long, but I hope you have a really nice day, and I hope that I see you guys in my next video. Bye.